Hi, fellow classmates. Caitlin here with my plan for what I'll be piloting in assessing learning in a digital age. It's important that I start with my audience, which is my first grade students, so they range between the age of 5 to 6. Generally, when I'm teaching first grade, I do each subject a little differently. Math is more of like a whole group lecturing and a lot of modeling. But science and social studies are more project-based, where the students either get to work independently or with their peers. When I first introduce a new topic, I like to use music, videos, technology, or any type of material where they're already hands-on. The area for this lesson, I'm really focusing on science and studying light. In first grade, one of the standards is planning and conducting investigations. So when it comes to light, students will be learning about transparent, translucent, and opaque. And what they'll be doing is they'll be taking a flashlight and they'll be exploring the classroom, looking for different materials and seeing if light will pass through or not. When I'm engaging my students, I'm letting them basically be hands-on. I'm giving them the flashlight and then I'm having them plan their own investigation. What materials are they going to look around? What are they going to grab? And I'm also allowing them to explore materials at home. So they'll continue to explore other materials that aren't in the classroom. And another step I could take is by going outside. Maybe going outside, I could have them go outside at a later time of the day and using their flashlight. With the technology that I'm really going to be using that Seesaw app that I spoke about before in my last video, where students will be collecting data and they will be sorting it in their Seesaw app. They'll also be taking pictures of objects that they found at home or outside that they found that light passed through. I think this lesson overall, they're going to be learning how to plan, how to communicate with their peers, and when they're working in the classroom, I'll be pairing them up, how to use the technology, understanding the different Seesaw activities that I'm giving them, understanding how to drag the check mark or to take the picture and hold the camera right. I really think it's an important skill of just holding the iPad and taking pictures because they're only 5, but this is a skill that we use every day. Sharing ideas and communicating with their peers. Well, I would like to try this material, and negotiating. Things like that I think are going to be seen in this lesson. Looking at the reading, one of the areas that I thought was interesting where it says the more learners are immersed in the context of the field, the more authentic and memorable. Again, it's hands-on. They're actually in the field exploring with their flashlight. So I feel like they're more likely to remember when they're walking around and they're like, wait, it's not, the light won't go through the front door. They could see that. And it's more enjoyable. Maybe they'll get excited to run around the classroom or their home finding these different objects. And again, from the reading, something about the technology and sometimes having students that are less tech savvy. I mean, they're 5 and 6. You think that they're familiar with technology because they're using their mom's phone, but a lot of those simple things we're doing, like cleaning your apps out when you're done, or holding your phone to take a picture, or dragging things and then their size is getting stretched out. These little tasks that will make them more tech savvy as they move up in other grades. And lastly, engaging them. I found this interesting in the reading, using observations and using their technology to present their knowledge. So using that Seesaw app to show their classmates. And in the Seesaw app, there's actually an ability to share what you found with each other. There's a little chat in the inbox. So again, looking at that e-tool that I'll use, the students will be able to show, well, this is what I did at home. And they can even present their iPad to each other in their small groups. So I think that's another engaging aspect of the activity, is being able to work with their peers. Oh, and that's about all. Thanks, guys. Can't wait to hear about some of the ideas you're coming up with.